These right here are a list of black queens in Africa. I want to talk about a couple of them. First, I want to talk about Queen Candace. How many of y'all ever heard of Queen Candace? She's mentioned in the Bible. Queen Candace was one of the most powerful queens in Africa. She was so powerful that when one of the African kings came over to try to take over, not one of the African, one of the European kings, his name was Alexander the Great. He had tried to come over and take over this country. He was scared of her because she was a military tactician. He was scared of her. There's another queen called Queen Nzinga, right? Queen Nzinga, when they began to take slaves out of Africa, her brother had made a deal with European slave traders and agreed to let them take slaves out of Africa. But she said, nah, this is wrong. So first she slayed her brother, and then she began to start a military campaign that lasted 30 years. For 30 years, she fought hard to keep them from taking African slaves, and she was very successful. This was a strong black woman. See, when I want you to think like this, sisters, I want you to look at yourself and think that I am a queen. No matter what happens in life, because I know I come from this neighborhood, I come from this area. A lot of times life can tell you something else. They say 1 out of 3 of us are going to be incarcerated. They say we're not going to be this, we're not going to be that. And pretty soon, like Carter G. Woodson, pretty soon, if you think on that paradigm, you act on that paradigm. But I want everybody in here, from all the way over here, this sister all the way over here, to this brother all the way over here, to make a commitment within yourself. That after I leave you, regardless of what you go through in life, regardless of how life may get, regardless of what circumstance, that you refuse to be the things that this world may tell you who we are. That you look back and say, nah, I'm a king. Regardless if I'm struggling today, regardless if I'm poor today, regardless of how hard my life may be, I come from a great heritage. This is just what's happening right now, but I know inside of me is something great waiting to come out. I know inside of me I can do it. And sometimes you may fail. And being great, you're going to fail. But let me tell you, every time when you try something great and fail, in that moment when you try, there's a lesson for you. So I want to take you back. But I always want you to live. I don't like just teaching history. I like us to use history as a reference point to look forward. In our ancient society, because a lot of times we learn history, we learn about Thomas, we learn about blacks in America. I want to teach you about our inheritance. We had a thing that was called the ancient Egyptian mystery system, or what some people may call the Kemetic mystery system. This system was a system of balances. It was about becoming a supreme individual. How many of us like shows like the Avengers, right? How many like the Avengers? Y'all like the Avengers? How many like X-Men? Y'all like X-Men? Don't none of y'all like X-Men or Avengers? I'm the only person here that likes that.